It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Emergency services have been called to an incident at Nobby's Beach. Police say they've received reports a scuba diver has been involved in an accident. No further details are available at this stage. A Toowoomba Bay man has been charged with manslaughter and dangerous driving causing death after a two-car crash at Salamander Bay 2 months ago. The 44-year-old's Holden Commodore collided with a Toyota sedan at the roundabout on Salamander Way on August 26. He was taken to the John Hunter Hospital with a non-life-threatening head injury. 77-year-old Robin Thompson driving the Toyota and her 80-year-old husband Ron died at the scene. The Toowoomba Bay man has been charged with 11 offences and has been refused bail to face Raymond Terrace Court in January. Hunter residents have raised concerns with rising healthcare costs, with the average cost of seeing a GP in the Shortland electorate reaching $37. Around 44% of patients in Shortland must pay to see a GP, and almost 50% in Lake Macquarie and the Central Coast. Shortland MP Pat Conroy says the costs are likely to hit thousands of locals every year.
Obviously, if people can't afford to go to the doctor, the conditions they're suffering from might get worse, and then they end up presenting at our very overcrowded emergency departments of our hospitals. And that obviously has a big impact on their health, and quite frankly, it costs taxpayers more because it's much cheaper for someone to see a doctor, a GP, than to go to hospital.
Traffic is slowly returning to normal on the New England Highway after an early morning crash south of Muswellbrook. A Toyota Hi-Ace van towing a trailer hit a guardrail and ran off the highway into a ditch at about 4:30. It's taken 3 hours to clear the scene. Police say the driver absconded after the crash and his male passenger suffered only minor injuries and is assisting with their inquiries. Despite the number of people still working from home due to the coronavirus pandemic, work is getting underway on a dedicated office block in Hunter Street, Newcastle. The Derby Plaza building will have 8,000 square metres of office space and parking for 138 cars. Construction is getting underway after developer Hilton Grujon secured Life Without Barriers as the anchor tenant for the 8-storey office block. The University of Newcastle and Port of Newcastle have launched a brand new scholarship program for Indigenous students hoping to enter a STEM field. 3 scholarships worth $10,000 each will be available, with opportunities for students to take part in professional development programs at the port as well. Community Relations Manager for the Port of Newcastle, Sarah Kiley, says the program will build a talent pool for the jobs of the future.
This is really important for inspiring and supporting local Indigenous students to pursue an education pathway, particularly for the future-led and the technology-led jobs of the future that we'll see around the Port of Newcastle.
Belmont Hospital has been recognised in this year's New South Wales Health Awards. The hospital's COVID-19 testing clinic received an honourable mention for developing an innovative swabbing model which allowed up to 1,200 people a day to be tested during 2-minute appointments at its 6-lane drive-through facility.
2NURFM Sport.
Knights prop Daniel Safiti has been named in the starting squad for New South Wales for Wednesday's State of Origin Series opener. The forward will line up alongside Blues debutant Junior Polo in the front row when the team takes on Queensland at Adelaide Oval. Meanwhile, Knights winger Hymel Hunt has a chance of making his first appearance for the Maroons after being named on the extended bench. Newcastle's Harry Johnson-Holmes will line up for Australia A for their clash with Argentina at TG Milner Field later today. The 23-year-old prop says he hopes to use the game to earn a test jersey for the Wallabies in their match against Argentina at McDonald Jones Stadium next month. Newcastle cricketer Jason Sanger has been left out of the New South Wales squad for today's round 2 clash against Queensland in the Sheffield Shield. The 21-year-old finished round 1 with a disappointing performance, scoring just 7 runs and finishing with none for 73 from 13 overs. At Louth Park, driver Brad Elder says his family stable can keep their winning record alive with the Shannon name, with 2 chances at Newcastle Paceway tonight. And the winning numbers in Powerball are 31, 10, 24, 2, 16, 28 and 1, and the Powerball number is 19. 2NURFM News Time, 25 to 9.